Oh no, we got another Juicy Smollier situation. What's going on here? Another racist police encounter debunked from Amala Ekpunobi.
Guys, it has happened again. Now, some footage goes viral of a black man getting pulled over by police officers. One police officer decides to smash in his car window and hit him in the face, and that black man proceeds to get arrested. Now, many are screaming police brutality. This is America. This is so horrible. They're targeting.
Is this not America? I thought this was America.
Black man. And then later on, we get body cam footage that tells a drastically different story.
Oh no, man! You don't say. That never happens.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, today we're going to be telling the story of 22-year-old William Anthony McNeil Jr. And before we get into that story, please like and subscribe. Now, I'm going to show you the footage that I saw online. This has been going
I haven't heard anything about this.
Massively viral.
But I did see a bunch of people reacting to it, so I was like, oh, I'll just grab Amala's.
Video that I'm about to show you has over 200,000 likes on X, and the caption says, "This is America. It's full of police brutality and racism, apparently." Let's watch the clip.
Yeah, we saw that from Facebook for years, trying to feed all this bullshit to us, and it worked for a little while until we realized that it was how manufactured it was, and it was literally based on views and clicks, and it was a bunch of old stuff, and it barely actually even happens. It's just people see the same ones over and over again, and they get super, super popular.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands. Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. All right. No, don't.
Wonder what the guy did. This is crazy. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I never believe any of this bullshit.
Okay, so that is the video in.
How fake is it? How fake? Are they real cops? That's what it seems like. It's real. That's the problem.
Question. And of course, you're seeing a minute of video out of context, if that. And I'm noticing.
Yeah. Is it real officers that it's just out of context? Like, did this actually happen?
Like, okay, this starts really out of nowhere. How did we get to the car window getting smashed in? How did we get to him being hit in the face, him being pulled out of the vehicle? But I'm also seeing in the background a black police officer who is there. And I think he's one among maybe 4 or so who are, I guess, getting themselves involved in this incident. So maybe we wait around for some context before we start screaming, "This is America, this is police brutality." They're clearly targeting a black male who is unarmed. And I'm gonna read you a couple more responses of people who decided to jump the gun on this and come to, I guess, some very incorrect assumptions. Let's read some responses. Now, of course-
Yeah, this is like the same people who fall for the AI videos on Facebook. That's the same people who fall for this kind of stuff. They just can't look further into what they're seeing in the video.
We have the one that says, "This is America." Another one writes, "Honestly, after decades of treating the police like the military, giving them military weapons, and making them immune from prosecutions, what did we expect?"
That person's actually brain dead fucking retarded. They actually think this.
Another one says, "They give us a reason every fucking day not to trust them. The police are fucking untrained." And someone responded to that, saying Trump is going to give police officers like this full immunity to break the law soon with 0 lawsuits. Okay. You know, I could see how somebody could see footage like this and go, wow, that seems like such a big jump to force to handle what seemingly was a routine traffic stop, although they didn't even have that context in this situation. But now I'm going to show you guys the body cam footage of what actually took place during this traffic stop. Now, mind you, this guy was pulled over for-
We got the actual video.
For a very routine traffic stop. It was for his head-
Dude, that's how it always happens, and I bet he was just like, "Oh, I don't have to show you nothing. There's no problem. I didn't commit a crime, so I don't have to show you my ID." No, I showed you my ID. Like, it's probably that. I see a lot of that.
Lights and a lack of seatbelt. Now, this could have gone way smoother than it went, and we're gonna see who's actually in the wrong here when we take a look at the body cam footage.
Show me your ID. What did I do wrong? Show me your ID, bro. What did I do wrong? All right, step out of the car. What did I do wrong? That I guarantee you that's what it's like.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over? Yeah,
Absolutely, there's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Yeah, dude thinks he knows more than the law.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
I should have guessed that. Every time with that, call your supervisor. They don't gotta. Bro, just follow the lawful order. If you don't think it's lawful, fight it in court, bro. Like, come on.
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
7735. I'm properly driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
What did you think you were gonna accomplish there? How long does it take him to actually break this window? Because as soon as he shut that door, that would have been cause for them to break the window and drag his ass out.
25 seconds. For 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it. I've already told you. Okay.
See what I mean?
Right now, you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit.
I don't even think he had to give him that much warning. As soon as he shut that door and locked it, I think that he immediately could have broken it and pulled him out of there.
You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
What a moron.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
What am I in trouble for?
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. I'm about to break the window.
I don't think he should have had to give that much warning.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here.
33 at 16:21 hours.
What is your reason? No, don't.
Dude, that's so nuts. It's so crazy. Don't you just love absolute retards getting owned?
Hands behind your back.
So there you go. He gets pulled over for a routine traffic stop, and instead of just listening and complying with the officer, he decides to go after him and be combatant and say, call your supervisor. What am I getting pulled over for?
Why do I keep seeing videos of people doing this? You're like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Why would you not listen to the guy with the gun?
When he's asked to get out of the car,
who is legally allowed to shoot you? Why? Are you fucking retarded? Yes.
Refuses to get out of the car. When the officer approaches, he then slams the door and locks the door, which as a police officer, what are you meant to expect is happening behind that door? If somebody is told to get out of their vehicle and then they choose not to get out of the vehicle, that person could have a weapon in there. Now, after police officers arrested this...
Yeah, as soon as somebody doesn't do the normal thing, immediately they're gonna think this person is a bad person. And guess what? They're most of the time right. Sometimes there's some like mental health issue going on and they don't understand what's actually going on, but this is not one of those times.
And they searched his vehicle and they did find marijuana and a knife. Now, there's no evidence or at least report saying that he intended to use that knife on police officers. But my goodness, had he just listened to the police officer at the jump when he was telling him what he was pulled over for so they could have a conversation and get his license and registration, he probably would have been just fine. But instead, he decides to lock himself in his car and refuses to listen to the police officer.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call an epic crash out. An epic crash out is whenever you do something stupid like this for absolutely no reason and you get yourself in trouble for no reason.
He even says, I am going to break your window. He receives authorization to go ahead and break that window. He calls in for backup and multiple other police officers arrive.
He might have been thinking like, oh, finally I can fuck with these cops and get me a social media clip. I'm gonna get famous today.
at this scene in order to mitigate this entire situation that's created by a driver who chose to be non-compliant. But yes, this guy gets cell phone footage of his car window getting smashed in and him getting hit in the face, and he gets to release that on the internet for all to see, and suddenly we're talking about police brutality and saying, this is America, we need to call in Childish Gambino to play that song again because the police are so racist against black men. It's absolutely ridiculous. And for the people who ran with this video and started posting and commenting and sharing without any context whatsoever, how do you feel now? If you're even seeing this, knowing that this individual was the one who was in the wrong. Now, they've even gone through an investigation process, and the officer is currently going through another one now, and they have found no evidence of wrongdoing, and they're still pending on the second investigation. But of course,
I think he should be charged for the video that he made because it's freaking people out online, and I think that he should probably be charged with terrorism. Because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get people terrified about the police coming to get them. That should be counted as terrorism, in my opinion.
the sheriff in this area, which is Jacksonville, Florida, had to go ahead and address everything that's been happening and talk about this situation because of this viral out of context video. Let's watch the clip.
Social media is not reality. One video clip devoid of context can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such...
It sounds like he's going to get a charge for that. It sounds like it. And it's probably going to be something along the lines of terrorism. Or maybe a lesser charge than that, but it's going to be something like that.
I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating.
So there you go. Even though it's very clear that Anthony McNeil Jr. is the one who placed himself in this position and had the incident go as far as it went, they're still going to look into the actions of that officer to see whether or not they comply with their guidelines as police officers.
And I think he does. I think it does. I think he probably did go a little bit too hard, but he got plenty of warning, man. I don't know about the punching and stuff and the slapping across the face. I don't know about all that. But it is going to, you know, in case he does have something planned like a weapon, it's going to put him in a daze real quick. But yeah, probably a little bit less of that.
And this is what happens when you have a piece of footage that you know optically is going to promote a certain narrative and you decide to run with it. You see a white officer smashing the car window of a black man and hitting that black man in the face, and you just presume that it fits your narrative that police officers are racist and they target unarmed black men. And now a black police sheriff, Sheriff Waters, has to come out.
Yep. Sue that guy. Throw him in jail. Not the sheriff guy. The perpetrator guy. Sue him. Give the white cop a settlement, because he's definitely going to be facing some heat from the public for this stupid ass video.
Clear out this whole situation and talk about this out of context video that has now thrust him and his police department into the limelight for what reason? No reason. Just because some guy decided I was going to post this out of context video online to promote my narrative that
it's actual terrorism.
I did nothing wrong, and that the police took this too far with force and with arresting me for resisting arrest in the first place. It's absolutely ridiculous, but this seems to be the cycle that we find ourselves in on social media. People have realized that they can weaponize these out of context video to promote their own narratives and their own politics.
Yeah, they figured it out that it was working, and now it kind of still works, but it's happened so much and it was bullshit too many times to the point where people like me especially were like, this seems like another Juicy Smollett situation where it's all a setup. It's a narrative being pushed and the media is running with it.
And then people who choose not to look into the story behind what they're watching sort of feed and fuel this fire that goes on to grow and grow and
yeah, right now you're capturing the retards who can't tell the difference between real and fake on the internet. It's the same people that will post a flood video of people, thousands of people dying, but really if you pay close attention, they're walking casually and the water's filling up way too fast, you know, and it's not destroying enough things. Yeah, stuff like that, where you can immediately pick out whether it's a manipulation, but retards can't. And you're like, wow, I can't believe people are reposting this.
Grow on social media. So now here you go. You force the hand of the police department to have to release the body cam footage in this instance. And now we know that William Anthony McNeil Jr., this 22-year-old who decided not to comply with police officers, is actually the one in the wrong.
Oh, your supervisor.
Shocker. Shocker. And guys, those are my thoughts on this video. And thank goodness for body cam footage in instances where the police officers are not in the wrong and in instances where they are. Had we not had this body cam footage, this story would have gone leaps and bounds in the wrong direction, trying to prove some idea that police officers are inherently racist, that they're targeting black people, when in reality, we know that they're not. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always,
It's actual terrorism. In my opinion, it is. Because not only are you trying to get people pissed off so that they'll take action against these corrupt police, it's also getting people scared and afraid of the police to where, like, they will start freaking out because they're scared of the police. That's what this kind of stuff causes, and that is terrorism. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.